motivation from Indomie. Cause I'm all in.
But the referee says it is gone out. I should go back to pitch 2 to see where. Well, pitch 2 is still on there. It's still on board as the time is going. And if it stays this way, you know, the track not yet though. They still have a few more matches left. But there's an opportunity for an equalizer. How did the shot get there? And that's the spectacular strike. And he's on the side of the course, 1-1. It's the heavily balanced Bristol, and yes, I don't understand the challenge. Well, we're back for the second half of the early game. Just 1 minute of a referendum for both pitches. Don't forget, it's still 1-1 between us, baby.
It's of note that Nigeria is blessed with plenty of football talents, and discovering them from the cradle has always been a tough call for those who govern the game in Nigeria. Wherever sports vision has come up with a commendable concept or idea to search and groom football talents that's from the grassroots with the aim of making them superstars. Let's give you an idea of what this is all about. I've got the CEO of Sports Vision, Deji Tinubu, in the studio, and of course, as well as Dari Amakoda. I hope I got that name right. Yes, he's the project manager of FAB 5. Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, first let's start with you, DG. I mean, what prompted this FAB 5? What brought about the whole concept?
I'll tell you, to be honest, he started it. Primary school competition, because he felt that there was nothing going on at the moment, something that was really organized and something that the kids would benefit from. So we took it a step further in that you've got a lot of competitions going on, and what do the kids really get from it? Money, boots, jerseys, and that's it. So we just felt, let's take it a step further. You've got talented kids, and the kids from the areas that we're concentrating on, you ask them where do they think they'll be in 10 years and 15 years time, they don't know, they don't even want to know, and all that. So we just felt, look, okay, the talent from here, you know, let's kind of strike a deal with them. You stay in school, you play your football, and we'll guarantee your education right from primary school when we discover you, right till whenever, when you don't want to study again. And the ones who make the grade in football will advise them, will mentor them, will guide them, will counsel them, so that even during the football careers, right, they can make wise decisions.
Okay, we've seen a lot of, I mean, football talent shows in Nigeria,
Yeah.
and I'm aware of a lot of them.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, sometimes nothing comes out of it. So what is making FAB 5 different from others?
That's what I'm telling you, guaranteed education. Guaranteed education, mentor, counsel, so that in their football careers, if they go that path, right, they're comfortable, they're confident in themselves. So we don't want to see kids signing slave trade contracts which they don't know about. And we want kids to be able to look at an agent and say, I'm not ready to go, I'm staying another 2 years, or that's the wrong deal for me. And after the careers, what we've seen in the past, a lot of footballers living on handouts, nothing to fall back on. We want to have kids who've come through this project. At the end, they've got their education, and most importantly, at that time, when they want to go into work, we've got placements for them, or in the course of their training with us, they'll learn a trade. So at the end of their football careers, they've got something to fall back on.
And what's been the response of the kids so far? Are they responding? Are they coming out massive?
It's been brilliant, because one of the things it's done for them, it's kept them in school, because you're getting ready 2-3 months before the competition. Kids want to get into the school team, they're staying in school. And then another 2 weeks during the competition, you know, they're playing football. And after that, they're looking to get selected into the program. So during that period, you know, you've got kids who are focused, and what we're saying is to be in the competition, you must be in school. We'll check up on your grades and all that, and then.
Okay, Dari, yeah, he said you brought about this whole concept, and well, you are the visionary, I must say. So, what was that willing factor there for you to start up something like this?
Well, I won't really say I'm the visionary as said, because we had back and forth discussions over this, and what we decided was we needed a platform whereby we could encourage less privileged kids, especially how we could bring them, groom them through a platform whereby we use football as a tool, and at the same time encourage them to stay in school, to promote education using this same platform. So that's what we came about. That's how we came about FAB 5 Football Challenge, and we've been pushing it, and we are grateful that we're still keeping on with it.
Okay, you talked about you know, trying to bring an education into it. So I think this will be a factor that will encourage the parents to release their kids for this.
Well, you'll be surprised that a lot of parents are actually warming up to the idea of marrying education with sports. Because let's be honest, in this part of the world, it's just us that actually look at it in a different way. In other parts of the world, we talk about the States now, they actually understand when you're drafting your kid for like the pro leagues, the NFLs and whatnot. So the same thing applies here now, and we should try and push that. And that's why we're pushing the FAB 5 initiative.
Okay, when you talk to some persons who have started things like this, talking about football talents, stuffs and all that, most times when they're not able to run for a long while, what they get to tell you is because they lack sponsors, and maybe they don't really have the motivating factor to go forward. So how do you intend keeping this running?
Well, we think we've got a first-class project. Like I said before, no one goes further than the competition. We want in 10 years' time we can bring a young man to you and say he's a nearly made man on the back of FAB 5. That's what we want to do. And from what with the sponsors we've spoken to, the ones who are backing us, immediately we sat down with them and explained the long term of the project. They immediately caught on, and there's also a few who have seen what we've done in the last couple of months and who are saying, you know, they want to sit down and talk with us. So I think it's the uniqueness of it, and most importantly the fact that it's long term, the fact that it's different from a lot of what other people are doing now.
All right, so what happens to the skates, the players, maybe who do not really get to go far with it? What happens to them?
Okay, the thing is that the FAB 5 football is in 3 tiers. The first tier is the football competition, that's the 5-a-side football competition. Then there's the mentoring and scholarship program. Then there is the soccer school. So what we try to do is we draft kids from the 5-a-side football competition that go onto the mentoring and scholarship program. Now we have about 6 kids now that are already in the mentorship and scholarship program. Then we have another all-star team. They will also benefit from mentoring as well.
Okay.
So we will continue to do that for them as we move along, yeah.
Okay, I think I like the idea of the mentoring, because there was a time I read in some article in one of our dailies where a lot of kids complained about being, you know, put into such things like this and being deceived, you know, by a lot of agents with competitions like this, and at the end of the day, it's nothing.
That's why in ours, that's what we've said. We're not going to do any player agent, any player management. We're not doing that. What we want to do is get the children prepared for life in sports, if they're going to stay in sports, right? For life after sports, right? So that they can always fall back on something. We're not going to be involved in player management or player agency at all.
Okay, yeah, that's quite important, life after sports. All right, thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate that, and we do hope that the skates get to respond, and at least we will get some of them in the national team.
Hopefully, grace of God.
All right, that's it on the program Sports Center. My name is Juliet Mavwar. I told you about interesting matches and leagues across Europe. Well, do enjoy the rest of your day as well as your weekend. Bye for now.
That was TVC Sports Center.